On the cloud-capped peaks of the Andes arose an empire that defied the sky, the Inca. Mountain slopes adorned with terraced fields, cities carved into the rock, roads stretching thousands of kilometers. All were proof of what human will and engineering could achieve when combined with nature. This vast empire, stretching from the Pacific coast to the depths of the Amazon rainforest, became the largest pre-Columbian civilization the Americas had ever seen. And the heart of this magnificent empire lay hidden like a shining jewel in the mist, Machu Picchu. Hidden in the jungle for centuries, this sacred city continues to fascinate people today. But how could a civilization without a written language establish such an advanced civilization in such a challenging landscape? Let's ascend to the peaks of the Andes and discover the ancient wisdom of the Incas. One of the most striking features of the Inca Empire was the recording system they used in place of a written language, called the quipu. Differently colored ropes, knotted in various sizes and shapes, acquired meaning. These knots were used to record taxes, censuses, product inventories, and perhaps even forgotten stories. The quipu remains a mystery to this day, yet it alone reveals the sophistication of Inca bureaucracy, information management, and memory. But the Incas' ingenuity wasn't limited to knots. One of their greatest engineering feats was the vast road network known as the Qhapaq Ñan. These stone-paved roads, stretching some 40,000 kilometers, crossed mountains, valleys, deserts, and rivers, connecting the farthest reaches of the empire. Special couriers called chasqui ran along these roads. These messengers, operating like a postal system, carried news and orders from mountain to mountain with breathtaking speed, enabling centralized control of the empire, a communication network that transcended time. And then Machu Picchu, hidden beneath dense jungle for centuries until rediscovered by American explorer Hiram Bingham in 1911, this city showcases the Incas' incredible skill in stonemasonry. Massive stone blocks, perfectly fitted together without any mortar, were so precisely placed that even a thin blade could not penetrate them. These stones defied even the earthquakes of the Andes. This technique, known as dry stonework, has survived for centuries. At the heart of Machu Picchu, sacred structures rise. The Temple of the Sun reflects the Incas' interest in the sky and their astronomical observations. The Temple of the Three Windows is steeped in legend and sacredness. Some researchers say it was a religious sanctuary, others an astronomical observatory, and yet another view suggests it was a private retreat for the emperor and elite. Machu Picchu remains a riddle waiting to be solved. Another engineering marvel of Inca life are the agricultural terraces. These terraces, rising like stairways into the sky on the steep mountain slopes, were a masterclass not only in agriculture but also in nature. They prevented erosion, ensured the most efficient use of water, and allowed for the cultivation of different crops at different elevations. Potatoes, corn, quinoa, and many other crops evolved into miracles that nourished the people in this challenging landscape. But the story of this magnificent empire was not just about rise. In 1532, when a small group of Spaniards led by Francisco Pizarro reached the Andes, the fate of the Inca Empire changed. The empire was just emerging from a devastating civil war between two brothers, Atahualpa and Huáscar. An already exhausted empire was met with the steel weapons, firearms, and horses of the Europeans. They were unprepared. But the true devastation came from an invisible enemy: disease. Smallpox, introduced by the Spanish, decimated the Inca population. This people who once ruled millions dwindled in the blink of an eye. With the capture and assassination of Emperor Atahualpa, a vast empire collapsed almost instantly. Spanish colonialism cast a shadow over the magnificent Inca legacy. Yet the story of the Inca Empire is not merely one of decline. Their achievements prove how humanity can build civilizations even in the most challenging landscapes. Monuments like Machu Picchu are not merely marvels of stone and architecture. They are living monuments that reflect the Inca spirit, their connection to the universe, and their reverence for nature. Today, the Inca legacy still breathes in the Andes amidst the winds and clouds. Stone roads still stretch along the mountain slopes. Agricultural terraces still rise to the sky like stairways. And Machu Picchu still greets the rising sun through the morning mists. The story of the Incas reminds us when human ingenuity and collective labor unite, even the most formidable obstacles can be overcome. When nature is respected, harmony with it. But internal conflicts, external threats, and greed can destroy even the greatest empires. The Inca legacy still holds secrets waiting to be unraveled, gems still waiting to be discovered. But most importantly, it whispers a universal lesson to us. If you want to build your future, respect nature, learn from the past, and remember the power of collective labor. And perhaps that's why the Inca's voice still echoes from the peaks of the Andes. The Door to Knowledge, presented by Toyer TV. Don't forget to take your place on this path of discovery and enlightenment.